Thank you, Dr. Blynden Gershwin. Our next speaker is the Executive President of the New Africa's World Nation. Please welcome Dr. Brimmy Olaghere.
With all the protocols observed, I will say my fellow Africans. I want to invoke the spirit of Dr. Nkrumah to be present here with us. He lives in me. And I also want to invoke the spirit of Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, also lives in me. And to come home to the United States, I want to invoke the spirit of W. Du Bois, who worked with me since 1961 and supervised my job to the extent that we were able to establish the African Development Bank. I want to talk to you on 3 issues. As the executive president of the New African World Nation, we have come to the realization now that there is no Africa if it does not include the African descendants in the diaspora. 2, I want to talk to you on the issue besetting or confronting Africa. 1, Zomana, abject poverty syndrome. 2, the debt obligations that the African nations have acquired and accumulated. And 3, most importantly, the infrastructural economic development of Africa. We have come to the point now where we can no longer go back because the future is now. We all know what it takes to get to where we are. The ancestors who lived successfully protecting and guiding us used nothing that we have today to get to where they were. But it will be our failure if we do not come together now to make their dreams come true. It is true that Africa is the world, and there's no world without Africa. We cannot challenge our academic laurels to be quoting the Western write-ups without quoting ourselves as the source of human race. 85% of the Brazilian population from which I just came is African descendants. 67% of the whole world's strategic raw materials come from Africa. We have decided that after we completed our 100-year master plan for African infrastructure development, we will not go to the World Bank to borrow money. That is our downfall. We dig hole to cover a hole and leaving a hole uncovered. We will use what we have to get what we want. And if the world cannot stand for that, where the sharks in the sea have been hungry, they need some food, let them go and eat there. Another thing I want to tell you, and I want to ask the AU to help us. We want to buy back the debt the Africans have accumulated. And we want to set the African nations, I will call them the United African States, member states, to now come together, give us the figure. We will calculate it, we will buy it back from them, and we will sell it to the world. It is about time we use our 2 hands to wash themselves with the same quantity of water. For too long, and for far too long, we have been left behind in the doldrums, begging. When we submitted our 100-year master plan to African leaders, They accepted it. Why do we have to create a knee pad to kneel down begging the rest of the world for $30 million? You put a pad on your knee, you kneel down and say, "Baby, give me 30 million," which is an insult. It's about time. It's about time for us to know that Africans and the Africans in the world will not be appreciated, recognized, or for what we are until we show the world that we can do without the world. And there's no world without us. I am a living witness to testify to that. Since 1961, I have traveled to 167 countries in the world. Every world contains and maintains the presence of Africa. Why are we so behind? The poverty that is berating us, we have a solution to it. We can provide an economy that is second to none in the world through our efforts. We, as a people that have migrated on our own to come here, we are not different from those people who were brought here in chains. We are the same. And that superiority, inferior syndrome you have, better throw it into the toilet, flush it away. Now come to home and say, one African is all Africans in the world. And all Africans that live today, and all those people that are living on the world today, have African gene in them. And if not, I don't see why African can get albinos producing albinos. And can albinos produce me? No, but I can produce albinos. So why do we stand looking at the world with our hands in our pocket? The world is progressing, we are retrogressing. The time has come for us to work together. I will ask Mr. Adesa to please work with the present chairman of the AU, or active chairman that there is, to provide me with that figure, the total figure the African nations are owing the World Bank. We will buy it, and we will sell it back to the world so that the world will know what they have systematically done to Africa was a sin that cannot be forgiven. And we cannot hold Africans ransom because of the manipulation and trickery. How do you adjust what is not there? You must create it first before you can adjust it. And now I want to also let you know that what we have in our hands today is no longer a challenge. It has been there. Many people have been working diligently, quietly for a long, long time. I can give you an example. He's in the audience today. Dr. Shika Onyali. Here is a man who is using everything he has to share, educate, and disseminate pertinent information about the development of ourselves. I ask you to clap for him for me. It is not what we do or say, it is how we say it. It is how we do it, and the intent of it. Let me tell you a little bit quickly before I run your time out, why we established the new African World Nation. When our people were brought from Africa to this country, none of them renounced their citizenship of Africa. They came in and worked hard. In spite of everything they did, there is no United States without the African Americans. And there is African Americans without the United States. This is a powerful statement. Let me justify it. Very importantly, when the Civil War was raging in this country, who fought it? The African Americans. When it came to laying the infrastructures in this country, who did it? The African American with free labor. When it comes to the defense of this country, it's only the African American that defend this country 100% without return address. It's only African Americans that do not have return address and remain loyal to this country. Is it not fair for us to be grateful to them and tell them thank you? Please clap for them. I don't need to clap for them. And I want to let you, this is the reason we established the nation. The new African World Nation is a sovereign nation among other nations for the all African descendants in the diaspora, where we can claim our citizenship and return back to Africa with dual citizenship, with equal rights and equal privileges. We have secured the 12 square miles of land in Africa to build our own permanent home, so that we will not be subject to rigmarole, and we don't need visa to go back home to where we come from. And I thank you for this moment, and I expect to work with you again tomorrow. I will suggest my own ideas, what I think we can do together to move forward with this momentum, and may God bless the AU.
Thank you, Dr. Olaghere. Our next speaker is the chairman of